In last few discussions, we have talked about the trait theory of leadership. That is the characteristics of a person that can make him or her a leader. Those were basically focused on attributes of individuals to becoming a leader. And those were the predominant ideas of the early 20th century of research also on leadership. However, as the time progressed, especially during mid-20th century, the researchers started believing that so it's not about the traits of the person or individual, rather it's about the behavior of the person that can make him or her a leader. It depends on the person's action orientation and people orientation. When a leader has to work in a team, he or she has to work with the people. So people orientation is very much important for a leader. Also at the same time, leader works with the team to achieving a purpose. So action orientation is very much important as well. So this people orientation and action orientation, these two together makes a person leader, and how he behaves on those situations. So it's not about who the person is, rather what the person do in different situations. That is important in terms of action and in terms of people orientation. So focus has shifted from individual to more on behavior, more on situation on which the person has to work on, and how the person orient himself or herself as a leader on that particular situation. That started defining the leadership. And this is the basic of behavioral theory of leadership. There can be different situations. There can be a situation when the leader has to be autocratic. There can be a situation where the leader has to be people-centric, democratic. There can be a situation as well when the status quo needs to be maintained. So a bureaucratic approach is needed, and some situation demands delegative approach. So different situation, the leader has to change themselves with respect to their people orientation and action orientation. So there should be a balanced characteristics at different situation through which the leader has to maneuver, and the success will depend on how he or she is maneuvering through different situation by balancing the people and action orientation. And one interesting thing is that this behavioral theory of leadership tells that it's not the individual trait, rather if a person is trained, if the person consciously try, he or she can become a leader. So the focus shifted from individual charisma to more on training, more on conscious effort to build someone as leader. And that is the success of behavioral leadership.